Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be starting in 15 minutes, so please sit tight and don't go anywhere. All right, thank you.
Hello, ma. Sandra, can you add me already in the interpretation?
All right, thank
Hi, Abigail. No, we haven't started yet. We'll start in the next 10 minutes. So we're supposed to start at exactly 12 p.m. GMT. Meanwhile, as you're joining, please feel free to interact with one another in the chat section. I'm sure more of us are going to join. Hi, Heba and Honorin. Yeah, most of us are going to join. So feel free to interact and network with one another in the chat section. Also, we have French interpretation happening. So if you've just joined and you're a French speaker, please, as you're joining, I think you can see the interpretation option at the icons. It's one of the icons at the bottom. You can see the interpretation option. So just click on it, click on the interpretation option, choose your language, which would be French. Enter the room, and then you can mute the original audio, right? So you just hear what we are talking about in French. I think that's it. Thank you. We'll be starting in the next 9 minutes. You can always, let me just open the group and then we can hype the other participants to join. Thank you.
You can come here.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are 1 minute in. Thank you. Okay, we're already 1 minute into the time that we had stipulated for the opening ceremony. And I hope you're all excited and ready for the Showcase Her program. We're all happy to be here. We have most of the participants joining us from different countries. We have ImpactHER staff on the call, and we also have staff from Afreximbank. So let's all feel free to interact with one another and network with one another. There's also a WhatsApp group. Most of us are in the WhatsApp group. Please remind the ones who are not here, encourage them to join the opening ceremony and share the link, all right? So thank you so much. I'll be your moderator for today's opening ceremony. My name is Berry Lokwach. I am a staff at ImpactHER, and yeah, that's it. So before we start, just a few housekeeping rules. I know we have some French participants, French speakers who just joined us. So if you just joined us and you're a French speaker, there's some icons at the bottom, you session icon, then choose your preferred language. In this case would be French. Choose French. And then once you click on French, you can mute the original audio so that you can listen in French. All right. If you're click your preferred language, which would be French. Mute the original Zoom app, right? And just click on the link for the opening ceremony to be able to join, right? Then I think that's basically the housekeeping rules that we're going to have. Then to the speakers, thank you so much for joining us. I can see we have our first speaker on the call, Mr. Odi. Thank you. We have French interpretation happening. So while we're making our speeches, please try to be a bit slow, right? So that the translator can get what we're saying and can follow through. So thank you so much. We'll have the first speaker, Mr. Odi Akanoba. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So Mr. Odi, thank you so much. Thanks for the thumbs up. Mr. Odi will be giving us the welcoming speech. He's the head of Afreximbank's SME development. And he will be, like I said, giving us the welcoming speech. So thank you so much, Mr. Odi. Over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Beryl. I hope I said your name correctly. Good afternoon, good morning to everyone, depending on where you are. My name is Odi Akanoba, and I head up Afreximbank's SME development team. On behalf of the African Export-Import Bank, it is my absolute pleasure to address you all today as we commence the second ShowcaseHER cohort. I think the first thing I'd like to do is really congratulate each and every one of you for being selected to participate in this program for women SME exporters. Your selection is obviously testament to your dedication to building successful export-oriented businesses, and it also reflects Afreximbank's commitment to supporting businesses like yours, which obviously support our intra-Africa trade and export development mandate. Now, at Afreximbank, we are very clear. We recognize the significant impact that female-led businesses have on economic development and on GDP growth and employment on the continent. I can actually reference a 2023 World Economic Forum report that highlights that women constitute something like 58% of Africa's self-employed population and contribute 13% to the continent's GDP. If you zoom into sub-Saharan Africa, the rate of entrepreneurship is highest there, actually. And and that's mainly because of women's or female participation, with something like 42% of the region's non-agricultural labor force being self-employed or being employers themselves. In addition to that, I think the United Nations have also drawn our attention to the fact that women now conduct approximately 70% of informal cross-border trade in Africa. So these are the sorts of things that we had in mind when the Export SME Development Program at Afreximbank decided to start to prioritize the integration of women entrepreneurs into formal cross-border value chains. And again, it is against this sort of backdrop that we are collaborating with ImpactHER again to deliver the ShowcaseHER Accelerator Program, which is designed to provide you with the export readiness and business digitalization training that you need to be able to trade across borders. Now, this year's cohort comprises women from no less than 25 African countries, and something that we're really excited about this year is that for the first time, we're going to have participation from CARICOM, which Afreximbank now considers to be its 6th region. The cohort spans a broad range of sectors, or participation from a broad range of sectors, including agriculture, agro-processing, fashion, beauty, food, beverages, health and wellness, manufacturing. We are confident that this very broad array of perspectives will foster very rich knowledge exchange. There'll be good opportunities for network building. We have no doubt that it will create market access opportunities for all who participate. And ultimately, we're expecting to see a strengthening of the trade corridor between Africa and the Caribbean as a result of this program. Before I go, I would like to take the opportunity to thank ImpactHER, one of our partners of choice as far as capacity building for SMEs is concerned, for once again embracing the challenge this year. ImpactHER has a distinguished track record in terms of enhancing capacity and boosting export readiness for African women entrepreneurs. And I'm very confident that with their support, this experience will be transformational for you as SMEs, both professionally and also on a personal level. So I thank you all again for joining the program, and I encourage you to take full advantage of all of its elements. On behalf of Afreximbank and my colleagues in the SME development team, I wish you all the best of luck with the program and with all your future endeavors. I thank you for listening. Back to you, moderator.
Thank you so much, Mr. Odi, for your speech. Just like you said, we're happy to partner with the Afreximbank for the ShowcaseHER program. And we're also happy to have the first batch of women from the Caribbean joining the ShowcaseHER program. I'll just kind of repeat the housekeeping rules that I earlier said. So we do have some French speakers who joined us. Please, if you just joined us and you're a French native, you can listen in French by clicking in on the interpretation icon at the bottom of your screen. Just click the icon, choose your preferred language, which would be French, and then mute the original video so that you're able to listen in French. Meanwhile, as our opening ceremony is proceeding, you can also post on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and tag us. We did share a frame that you've been accepted into the program. So you can tag us, tag ImpactHER, tag Afreximbank, and use the hashtags, #ExportReady, #ShowcaseHER, #ImpactHER, and #Afreximbank. Let's have this conversation on social media as well. So I'll have our next speaker, Mr. Alassane Diaye, who is a consultant for the SME Development Department at Afreximbank. he will be talking about Afreximbank in general. Thank you, Mr. Alassane. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. So I'm going to share some slides just to highlight and put in pictures exactly what Mr. Akanoba has alluded to during his welcome remarks. So let me share my screen really quick. Hold on one second. Sorry, bear with me. Sorry about that. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. You can just put it on presenter mode.
Yes, yes. Okay. I'm trying to put it in, sorry, having some issues here. I have so many windows open, sorry, yeah. All right, very good. You have it in full screen, huh? Hello?
Not really, but I think this is
No?
doable.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right,
okay.
hold
I
on.
think we
Let
can
me
work
get
with
some
it.
technical assistance really quick.
Okay. Meanwhile, as Mr. Alassane is working out his slides, please remember to continue the conversations on social media. Tag us, tag ImpactHER, tag Afreximbank. Use the hashtags exportready, hashtag Afreximbank, hashtag ShowcaseHER, hashtag ImpactHER. And then if we have French speakers, you can click the interpretation button at the bottom and listen in French. Thank you. Also, feel free to network with each other in the chat section.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it looks good now. Can confirm it looks good. It's full screen.
Oh, okay, it is on full screen, correct?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. So sorry, yeah, sorry for this technical issue, but which is sorted out. So I'm going to share these slides. Actually, it's going to be pretty quick and straightforward. So this is about the Export SME Development Program at Afreximbank. So I mean the name is really the name of the program is really explicit. Let me oops. Oh, sorry. So just to understand the context and the reason why we are focusing on SMEs and really where this strategy that we are deploying to address all the issues that we encountered, I mean that the entire SME ecosystem in Africa is facing. So these are the key numbers, I mean, which I think most of you know already. So 80% of new jobs are generated by SMEs in Africa. So this is by itself a very good reason why we need to focus on SMEs. SMEs is the growth engine of the economy, the entire economy of Africa. It doesn't seem very obvious because when we think of SMEs, we think of very small businesses, which is true, but in aggregate, it is a growth engine. But the potential for sure is very, I mean, is still, I would say, untapped. So in terms of GDP contribution, it's 50%. Well, actually, depending on some countries, because this is an average, on some countries it can be very low. And looking at the right side of the slides, when you see again the GDP concentration of SMEs by countries, you will see in dark green that the countries where this set of population is most represented is mostly the Anglophone countries and also the Arabophone countries. So I will not go into naming specific countries. So in terms of strategy, what we are trying to address is basically the key obstacles to unlock growth for SMEs. So the key obstacles are access to capital. This is one that we always think of, but it's not the only one. The others are, I'm going in a clockwise mode. So the other is access to or capacity building. So technical capacity is needed in almost every single case, either from the beginning, either during, or toward the end to revive these SMEs to make sure that they don't die. The one that we also tend to neglect is the access to information. Information is key, actually. Without the strategic information, you can have all the means, the capital that you think you need, but you are still going to miss your key to unlock your full potential as an SME. Policy bottlenecks, this is about the regulatory environment that the SMEs operate within. So this is an obstacle for which the SMEs obviously have no control to make any changes, but this is exactly where we as Afreximbank, we provide our contribution in policy advocacy that we provide. I will touch on this on the later slides. Market access is, I mean, this I think we all agree and understand. Access to market is key to unlock and also to grow in size and in full scale of whichever product and services that you want to deploy and to go beyond your borders, because we are talking about export value chains. So the wider the market you have access to, the better for you. KYC, this is about actually what I would call governance issues to make sure that you are compliant in terms of all standard key information that are required in order to trade. So it's basically to go from either the informal to the formal sector, but it's mostly to make sure that you are compliant and transparent regarding the key data of your company and your operations. A lot of SMEs are very shy about it, or they consider it as their privacy or too confidential. But the reality is that it's a trade between what you are gaining by sharing. Of course, you don't share all the information, but there are basic common information that any company share among each others when it comes to trade, and particularly trade across borders. So this is something really useful. So this slide is so exactly about the strategy based on this assessment of the different obstacles that the SMEs face. So under our program, the Export SME Development Program of Afreximbank, we have basically 4 strategic pillars, so 4 priorities. One is financing, so to provide all the financing solutions that are needed for the SMEs to grow within the export value chain. We have the capacity building, which actually this program, this ShowcaseHER program fits precisely into. We have market access, so to provide or to unlock growth in terms of size of market that the SMEs can have access to. Sorry to be so repetitive. And policy advocacy. So again, this is about addressing all regulatory, well, not all, but the key strategic regulatory and policy barriers that SMEs are confronted to. These are, for instance, high taxes, weak intellectual property protections, and so on. So this is, I mean, this policy advocacy work that we do is what I would call back-end work that you don't physically see, but this is definitely useful for the entire ecosystem of SMEs that you belong to. So in terms of targets, the targets, we have target groups, we have target sectors, and we have also the what I would call demographics of SMEs that we target. By target, it's important that you understand that target doesn't mean eligibility. Target is really the ideal or the typical type of SMEs that we work with. But in terms of eligibility, we're looking at all SMEs within the export value chain. So within the export value chain, meaning you can be about to enter the value chain, you can be at the very bottom of the value chain, you can be anywhere within or at the very top. But as long as you are within the export value chain, then you are, I mean, you belong to the target. So in terms of sectors, the typical sectors that we target, Agri is really what I would call the usual suspect. You have also the financial services. Any climate related activities are also, I mean, is a sector that we target. Tourism is definitely one. Both, well, no, I was going to say both in Africa and the CARICOM, it's underdeveloped, but it's, well, not underdeveloped, but below the potential. But in the CARICOM, it's far more advanced, I mean, compared to the size of the respective countries in the CARICOM. But in Africa, there's a lot that we can do or should do, maybe to bridge or to make some linkages between both regions, CARICOM and Africa regions, to boost this sector. So I'm not going to name any other specific sectors or different type of SMEs that we target, but this is it. We will make this presentation available via ImpactHER after that. So the instruments of intervention of the SME Export Development Program is, I mean, are listed here. So under the financing, it's really about all the credit lines that are made available, and in most cases is credit lines that are directed to financial intermediaries for them to on lend to SMEs. Under the financing pillar, we also have the guarantees schemes. We have the venture capital fund dedicated to SMEs. We are obviously talking about SMEs for this whole entire program, and also a trade finance program. So these are part of the financing intervention of the Export SME Development Program. We have the capacity building. Capacity building is about incubators and accelerators that we put together in partnership with capacity building organizations such as ImpactHER, our actually very I don't want to say the best, but definitely a very well regarded partner that we are very proud to work with. We also organize workshops and master classes. Workshops as opposed to incubators and accelerators. Workshops is just a one-day type of training event that we put together around some very specific theme or sector to address some issues that are relevant to the specific SME constituencies that are being trained. There's also technical assistance to FIs. So this is about lifting the skills, the strategy, and the approach of FIs to better serve the SMEs. We have as another pillar the market access. So market access is about, I mean, we have the Africa Trade Gateway. This is basically a portal that we make available at Afreximbank for SMEs to access in one as a one-stop shop to access all the services that are relevant to SMEs. We have also the IATF, the Intra-Africa Trade Fair, which takes place every 2 years in different countries. The last one was here in Egypt in 2022. The next one is next year in Algeria. And this is a marketplace where all players within the trade ecosystem in Africa and now the CARICOM join and participate. We're talking about close to 5,000 participants, and in terms of deals being signed, we are talking about close to 2-3 billions of USD of transactions being booked at this one single venue that we facilitate every 2 years. We also have export trading companies that we target in order to make market access wider for SMEs. And we also have an Africa buyer program that we make available. The policy advocacy, the other pillar, I think I went through it already on the previous slide. So this is, in a nutshell, what our SME export development program is all about. And we are happy to, we are available, and you also have the ImpactHER team to make the liaison, and happy to be part of this opening of this second cohort of ShowcaseHER. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Alassane, for that very comprehensive presentation. It's very good to know that 80% of new jobs in Africa are actually created by SMEs. So it's very important that we all take note of such opportunities and leverage our businesses to grow. So next, we will have our founder at ImpactHER, Ms. Efe. Just hold on. Thank you. So we'll have our founder, Ms. Efe Ukala, joining us to also give us her opening remarks. But before she joins, I see we already have 695 people on the call. Please remember to encourage the other participants who are not here to join us. And remember to also tag us on Instagram, post on social media, tag ImpactHER, tag Afreximbank. We are also streaming the session on YouTube, the opening ceremony on YouTube at ImpactHER. So go and follow us and ensure that you drop your comments and continue networking with each other. So I'll give the floor to Ms. Efe Ukala. Thank you so much. Efe, over to you.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here today. Super, super excited for the commencement of the second cohort. We've really been looking forward to it, and huge congratulations to all of you who were able to make this cohort. We received over 11,000 applications. So if you were selected, it's really kudos to you. You're doing great. It was a highly competitive process. So really welcome. And thank you for all you do in your businesses to help Africa grow, of course. Huge thanks as well to Afreximbank for its partnership, for believing in this program, for also having such an amazing vision to ensure that women businesses in Africa continue to grow, thrive, access new markets and access finance. So really thank you to Afrexim, Odi, Alassane, and the rest of the team that are also working tirelessly behind closed doors to make this a success. So thank you so much. For all of you that have been accepted, I assure you that this program will really change your business. And I think right after me are a group of a few women that we selected from the previous cohort to talk about what this program meant to them and how it really changed the outlook of their businesses. So, you know, the few words I will give you on that, or the few advice I would give on that is, you know, be patient with the process. You know, this next few months would be, you know, quite an intensive learning process. Be patient with it, be consistent, attend the classes, you know, do not take it for granted because you never know how each session may impact that little thing that you're trying to improve in your business, right? And really try to apply what you've learned, seize the opportunities given to you as well. All of you would have access to mentors throughout the program. So utilize them, reach out, ask for those one-on-one sessions, utilize your group session, and I can assure you, in 6 months' time, if you do all I have said, your business will change for the better. At this point, I will turn it back to Beryl because I obviously I don't want to take too much time, given that we're already running behind time. Turning back to Beryl so that we can have women from the first cohort to give their view of what their experience was like. And also excited that this is actually the first cohort where we have dedicated Francophone dedicated sessions as well for French-speaking African countries that will be participating. So thank you so much and look forward to interacting with you all in the future.
Thank you so much, Efe, for gracing us with your presence and your advice to the women. Next, we'll have Ms. Clementina Uzogo. She's the director at ImpactHER. So she'll give us a brief about ImpactHER. I know most of us have questions on what the program is about. So she'll just give us a brief about it before the info session in the afternoon. So I'll just stop sharing my screen so that she can share hers. Hold on.
Thank you so much, Beryl. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. I am just going to give us a brief about what ImpactHER is about and try not to take too much of our time as well. So ImpactHER is a nonprofit organization that is Pan-African and committed to helping women entrepreneurs across Africa. And our core pillars are what you see on your screen, which is digital transformation, capacity building, market linkages, advocacy, access to finance as well. Please. Access to finance as well. And we're also proud to say that the African Union had deemed us worthy to be named as the best support organization for women-led businesses. And then also one of the finalists for the UN SDG Awards in Rome last year. Until date, our track record, this is just to show what our numbers are since inception. So till date, we have successfully and directly supported over 150,000 women entrepreneurs. We have also supported to convert female-led businesses who are not tech-enabled to become tech-enabled businesses. And we've done that for over 61,000 women-led businesses. And then we have also supported, of course, girls in Africa to be able to be digitized and then also know how to navigate their courses and curriculum digitally. E-commerce website is also something we do in our advocacy for business digitization for women entrepreneurs. And to date, we have built over 1,400 websites for women entrepreneurs across 33 countries in Africa. And on your right is just basically what these supports we are rendering to women, what it eventually yields to. And you can see that for women that we have supported, they witnessed 60% growth in 12 months post ImpactHER support, and then also increase to revenue around 50 to 80% of that. I'm just going to jump into the ShowcaseHER program for last year, just a brief on what we did last year to give you an insight and sort of, what to expect before we delve into the information session, which will be more expository in that regard. So for last year, the cohort for 2023, we had the graduates from there were 527 women entrepreneurs from 23 African countries. And it was in 3 phases, which is what you should expect for this particular cohort as well, where we have the Teach Her prong, the Digitalize Her prong, and also the Mentor Her prong. More details about this particular cohort would be shared during the information session. I think that should be around 3 p.m. WAT. Please make sure to join so that you get more details as to how we are going to navigate the cohort 2 session. And I think I should stop here for now. Thank you all so much. And we are really excited to engage with you all much more as we proceed in the program. Thank you all so much. And thanks to Afreximbank too for powering this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clem, for the synopsis on what ImpactHER is and on what ShowcaseHER is about. So next, like Clementina mentioned, we're moving to, this is the second cohort of ShowcaseHER. So the first cohort started last year, where she did mention we had 527 graduates. And we have some of them here who will be sharing with us just a few words of, advice or some experiences they had in the program. The first person we'll have is Miss Pereira Sibitiwe. She's the founder of Zifiwo Group, South Africa. And she's one of the graduates who won the $500 grants that the program offered. Pereira, are you here? We can have Pereira on the floor.
Yeah,
Hi, Pereira.
good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, colleagues. Yes, I'm here. Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Loud and
you.
clear.
We can hear you.
Okay. All right. No, thank you very much for this opportunity just to share a bit about my testimony and also my journey with ImpactHER, which we worked well together. My business is based in South Africa. So what we do, we manufacture furniture. And through ImpactHER and Afreximbank, we were able to actually start trading with our neighboring country, Swaziland, where I would make furniture pieces in South Africa and then send them to Swaziland. Through the one-on-one mentorship sessions, I was able to actually get good strategies to grow my business. And also when I was busy applying for my loan in South Africa, to get machinery and expansion, they were very helpful and they were able to advise me. So yes, I'm so grateful to ImpactHER and Afreximbank, and I've learned a lot, especially in terms of goal setting, forecasting. Financial forecasting is something that I struggled with over the years, but through this program, I'm able now to do my financial forecast, putting me in a better position to actually discuss with potential investors. So thank you so much, Afreximbank. Thank you so much, ImpactHER. This program was really great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pereira, for that. As you can see, we don't lie when we say that we have free gifts for you. So that was one of the participants who was able to win a $500 grant. from last year's cohort. Just before we move on to the next graduate, I'll just remind the speakers to be a bit slow because we have French interpretation going on. And I can see more people are joining. So if you're a French speaker, remember to click on the interpretation icon and click choose French language. Then you can mute the original video. You can mute the original video and listen in French. And then I did mention that we're having conversations going on social media. So remember to tag us, tag Afreximbank, tag ImpactHER, use the hashtags ExportReady, hashtag women in business, hashtag ShowcaseHER, hashtag ImpactHER, and hashtag ShowcaseHER. You can also follow ImpactHER and Afreximbank on Instagram and all the other social media platforms. So moving on, we will have the next speaker, Ms. Peace Kahunde from AgriTrade Limited, Uganda. Peace, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Beryl. It's such an honor to be part of this function. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, depending on where you are. I'm so glad to be a part of this function. My appreciation goes out to, first of all, to ImpactHER for having been a cover for me as a person. Without forgetting, my name's Peace Kahunde. I'm a co-founder of AgriTrade Uganda, and this business is operating in Uganda. So we are based in Uganda, though we are now operating and trading across the African continent. I'm very grateful to ImpactHER for the project or the program we underwent, that is ShowcaseHER, together with Afreximbank, who powered ImpactHER for the entire project. Under this training, it was an intensive training, but as AgriTrade, originally we were concentrating on markets and linkages. That was our core value. But by the end of the program, we had decided as a company to have our own export license. Because what would it mean having one of your own train in export readiness from inception to the end, and you never get to practice this? So having gone through the training entirely, I had to come back home and we had to do a registration of our own license, which does fruits and vegetables. And as we speak, it's been about 6 months into the trade, particularly on export of fruits and vegetables. And I'm proud to say our revenue only in export of fruits and vegetables is now close to $100,000 in revenue. And all thanks to the team. We've had wonderful mentors all through and through. And by the help of the team, we are able to trade not only enough in East Africa, but we are doing consignments going as far as Muscat, Oman, Denmark, France, Italy. With the help of course, the mentors that we're attached to, we are opening up a food hub in Italy, all courtesy, all the help and the knowledge and the support that comes on through ImpactHER. We are really, really grateful. What you've signed on is incredible. It is intensive, yes, but keep grinding in. The rewards are just massive at the end of the journey. It is demanding, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, the first speaker said they are the chosen mentors for this role. There couldn't be any other person like ImpactHER. I'm grateful for having been part of the first cohort, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Peace, for your testimonial. I know Peace likes saying the word Africanizing.
Africanicity.
Yes, it is Africanicity.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Peace, for that. Peace is one of the 9 women who Afreximbank and ImpactHER sponsored to attend the Intra-African Trade Fair in Egypt last year, November. So there's a lot of opportunities for you in the ShowcaseHER program, but like she said, you have to, commit your time and be consistent. Thank you so much, Peace, for that. The next graduate who will be taking the floor is Madam Eva Mudhuri she's the founder of Eva's Coffee in Kenya. Eva?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. From sunny Nairobi, I am, as you're told, the founderess of Eva's Coffee Kenya. It is a brand that seeks to reduce the mile between the women farmers in Kenya and the international markets. Having been on the journey of ImpactHER and Afreximbank export readiness program was really aligned to our mission. We are mission-led to support women's products to get onto the global space. So the journey of growth and success with ImpactHER is aligned to our work. And we did go through training where we got a wealth of knowledge on international market dynamics. We mastered digital literacy, spruced up our websites, got trade financing. We got Stanbic Bank to give us a 30 million trade financing thanks to this training. We got personalized mentorship. We had networks. We are sharing across Africa, like, on WhatsApp. So we are not only export ready, we are thriving in international markets. We are now able to move our products to China, to Swaziland, to Mauritius, and we're moving container loads. So I want, like a big sister now in the process, want to encourage all the women to sign up and to walk the journey. There will be templates, there will be goal setting, export templates. You'll be taught about, you'll be certified by ARSO for participation. And all these go to make you a much better trader, as they have made of myself at Eva's Coffee and all the thousands of women whose products I bring to the market. And after this training, we're able to diversify into macadamia nuts. And we're also able to think about diversification because of how fluid the market is. I thank Afreximbank and ImpactHER and all the wonderful facilitators and the fellow women that walked this journey with us. It is truly a transformative journey. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Eva. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Before we move on to the next speaker, it's very important to mention that in a bid to achieve our mission as ImpactHER, we also offer free services to women-led businesses in Africa. We have free websites, free digital marketing strategy templates. We have free therapy, like a lot of free services. So the link to apply for these services, just as I'm speaking, the link will be shared in the different WhatsApp groups. So if you feel like, and it will also be shared throughout the program. So if you're in need of any of the services, there's a whole list of it. Please feel free to apply for any of the services. And then there's a question that will be asking you, how did you learn about this program? Please make sure you choose or you click on ShowcaseHER. So moving on, and also remember to follow us on YouTube. Go to YouTube ImpactHER and follow us. Moving on to our next speaker, Madam Albertina Amupolo. She's the founder of Nepeti Trading in Namibia. Albertina.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are. My name is Albertina Amupolo. I'm from Namibia. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but you can be a little bit louder.
Okay. Okay. During the program, when I just joined the program, there was a lot that I really didn't know, especially the digitalization something that I was very much behind. And as we speak now, I am able to do my content in marketing, different social medias. I say myself, I am very fortunate to be part of this program because even the team has helped me to access funding through our Namibia Standard Bank here in Namibia. I got the funding just without me filling any form. But because of the teamwork in this program, I got the funds. I got the 50,000 Namibian dollars. It was very much, I appreciate it very much because it was very difficult for me to get a loan by myself. And one thing I also very thankful for this program. I get in touch with the South African lady and also Zambia lady where I'm in communication with cross-border trade. So this is also part of ImpactHER. I'm very, very thankful to be part of this program. Thank you very much, ImpactHER. Thank you very much, Afreximbank. I appreciate it a lot, and I also believe that you keep doing what you're doing. We are very happy to be part of this program. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Albertina. I'll just echo what she said. Part of the program, we help to prepare your business to access finance from financial institutions. So that's just part of what ShowcaseHER does. I'll move on to our next speaker, actually our last speaker. That is Chioma Ogbe from Nigeria. She's the founder of Ritzy Foods. Chioma Ogbe. Chioma, do we have you on the call?
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Chioma Ogbe. I am the founder of Ritzy Foods from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. I feel very privileged to be among the people sharing their testimonials on this second cohort, because I know all the women that went through this program, they have a lot of testimonials to share. So for me, I am very, very grateful, and words are not enough to share my gratitude to ImpactHER and to Afrexim for this wonderful work that they are doing. During the course of the training, we learned a lot. But for me, a lot of what ImpactHER taught, I had known, let me say, the surface level of so many of the things they taught. But the difference with ImpactHER is that ImpactHER is very in-depth, starting from the personalized mentorship, the goal setting, the templates that were shared. This, for me, when the goal setting exercise started and the follow-up, they taught us how to sit down and craft our goals and then focus on the goals. Because for me, without that goal setting template, of course, as a business person, you have goals, but there are a lot of distractions, especially with the upheavals that is going on in Africa right now. The distractions can easily make a business owner to be derailed. But with the hand-holding that ImpactHER gave me, I was not derailed. We are right on track and we are forging ahead powerfully. Like right now, we have distributors and marketers all over Nigeria, and we are speaking with some people in the US. We have sent samples to the US, and we are talking with them to finalize the details of our business. And then the marketing, the research, and also we had access to funding through ImpactHER. We are able to get funding from one of the ImpactHER partners. We got funding early this year to be able to buy raw materials in bulk, because the way the prices are crazy this time of the year, even from the beginning of the year, the funds that we got from the ImpactHER partners helped us to stabilize our own finished products prices in supermarkets and in the open market. And we also have been able to automate our businesses such that I can be in numerous places and my business is going on, marketing is going on, production is going on, sales is going on. So we also have our export license now. Our facility is FDA certified. There are lots and lots of benefits from this program. And like Beryl said, the add-ons, anyone who is in this cohort, please don't waste time to indicate your interest for all those other add-ons. There are a lot of benefits and we are super, super grateful for being part of this program. It has moved us ahead. Our foundations are stronger to weather the storms that are coming ahead, and we are ready to take on more challenges, and we are ready to overcome and make Africa the Africa of our dreams. We are very, very grateful to ImpactHER and to Afrexim. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chioma, for the word of encouragement to all the new participants. So for those who are wondering who's this lady who's speaking after every speaker, my name is Beryl Okwach. I am a staff at ImpactHER. I'll just sum up what everyone has mentioned very briefly because I don't want to repeat what has already been said. It's a pleasure to officially commence the second cohort of the ShowcaseHER program. Afreximbank and ShowcaseHER are all happy to work with you, or rather start the journey of export readiness with you. We'll start the journey officially tomorrow. The classes will begin tomorrow. The schedule will be shared before end of day today, but we will have an info session, that is an information session at 2 p.m. GMT. That's 3 p.m. West Africa time, 4 p.m. Central Africa time, and 5 p.m. East Africa time. So please make sure you join the information session to learn the nitty-gritties of what you need to do to prepare for the classes tomorrow. So I'll just, I don't know, I know we are not able to clap, but if you're able to choose the clapping icon down there, we can just give a round of applause to, the whole ceremony. Or we can drop our comments in the chat of what we've learned, what you think about the ShowcaseHER in the group. It would be nice to note your feedback. That's basically it. But before, thank you so much. I can see your icons, I can see your emoticons in the chat section. But before we close the whole ceremony, I'd just like us, for those of us who are panelists, to turn on our videos. Please, could we turn on our videos for a group picture? Could we all please turn on our videos for the group picture? I'll just stop sharing my screen. Please, let's turn on our videos. Please. Everyone who is a panelist, I'd like us to turn on our videos so we can take a group picture. As we are waiting for everyone to turn on their videos, remember to continue this conversation on social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, tag ImpactHER, tag Afreximbank, use the hashtags that I shared, hashtag ImpactHER, hashtag Afreximbank, hashtag women in business, hashtag export ready, all right? And then follow us on YouTube. The link to access our free services has been shared in the WhatsApp group, so make sure you also apply for those. Sandra, are we ready to take the picture? Have we all turned on our cameras? My panelists. Okay, Mr. Alassane. Sorry, Mr. Alassane, Madam Albertina, I am Chioma, Clem, Deborah. Okay, Deborah. Jide, Mr. Jide. All right, Sandra, I can't see Sandra on the call. Sorry. Please, who will be taking the pictures? Kemi, please assist with taking the pictures.
Yeah, Kemi's taking the pictures. Kemi and Deborah.
All right, thank you,
So also
Sandra.
promote Perihan as a panelist so that she can turn on her camera as well. Thanks.
And make sure you all smile. Kemi, let us know if when you're ready so that we can smile.
Sorry, were we going to make Perihan a panelist as well so she can join us in the photo, please?
Yes, just now.
All right. Actually,
It's unfortunate
Perihan
that this is
and Mai as well, Mai Farag, if you can see her. If you can, if possible.
all right. Do you mind maybe spelling out Mai for the person adding?
Mai, that'll be
adding
M-A-I.
M-A-I, all right.
Just to be sure, is it my pillow?
Mai Farag. That would
Oh,
be
okay. I don't
last
think
name F-A-R-A-G.
We already have Perihan.
So once we do Mai, then we'll be good to go from our side.
All right. I was just going to say it's unfortunate that we are not serving snacks at the end of this ceremony. Sandra, just confirm once you have
I can't find
my.
mine. If she can probably just raise her hand and then that'll be easier.
Thanks. Mai, if you're here, please do well to raise your hand so that we can promote you to panelist. Are you able to see her, Sandra?
Nope.
All right. Mr. Odi, I'm trying
Yes.
to, I don't think we have Mai on the call.
Yes, no, she will join us in, I think she's just getting on another device. She'll be with us in 30 seconds.
All right, we'll just give her a minute or so.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah, like I said, let's continue this conversation on social media every day, not just today. Every single day, let's converse with one another and learn from each other.
Okay, so we have Mai here now.
Great, thank you. Hi, Mai, how are you?
Hello, hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for today and all the efforts.
All right. So we just want to take a group picture.
Yeah, sure, please.
Kemi, let us know when you're ready.
Actually, I think I'm ready.
Sandra, you can help with the pictures. Deborah, please let us know if you've taken enough photos or we should just continue
Taking
smiling.
few shots. We've taken few shots.
Okay. That should be it.
I think we're
Yes,
good.
that's it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time. We'll continue with the program, like I said, in the information session, and then the first class will be tomorrow. The schedule will be shared with you. So that's it for today. I took 10 minutes of your time. I'm sorry for that, but I hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. Goodbye and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.